Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to episode 176 of Twisted Strands. My name is JD, but you can also call me Jeannie. And it's going to be a short episode. I thought I would have the time and energy to do a magazine review, but frankly, a little bit of a headache, pretty tired. Been working hard on the last day of the stash dash to finish all my projects, photograph. I still have to weave in the end of this shawl, which I'm showing you the wrong ends of. So anyway, I'm going to weave in the ends of this shawl, photograph it, and then I'm done with stash dash. Probably the last stash dash I ever frickin' do, because seriously, how I hurt myself. Yarn diets I can get behind, but oh man, doing actual harm to knit and crochet and all that shit as fast as possible, not a wise decision when you're above 40, unless you're really in good shape. But for me, it's not right, and sorry for looking down, but like I said last day, I've got, what the hell is it, 9:30 now? I've got until midnight to finish this, and this is the first project that I started for Stash Dash, so I really want to finish it. And that means the whole shebang, weaving in ends and all that. Let me just take a moment and thank everybody who has sent me messages of love and sorrow. As I noted, Frisky passed away quietly on Saturday afternoon, and yeah, if I think about it, it hurts too much still, so I don't want to really go into it, but it was peaceful. He is with Mom and Daisy and Tabby and all the wonderful animals and people I have known in my life, so hopefully in time that will lend me some amount of peace. But thank you, everybody who said something or thought about me this past week. Thank you. Let me show you some finished objects, and that's about it, really. I got a lot of finished objects. Let me get to that. I wove 2 more scarves since last week. This one is my favorite. It's this beautiful purple mixture, purple and blue mixture. Just a plain weave scarf for charity. See the gray? And I do have good news. I did meet one of my requirements for Stash Dash. I finished the gray cone of yarn. Yay! Finally gone. It's gone. So, all done with that, and that made me so happy, because it's not, I like that color, but it's not a weight I usually work with, and all that. So this is just red heart with the mystery gray sport weight acrylic. I wove that on an 8 dent heddle. Where is that 8 set? Anyway, it's an 8 dent heddle, I believe, on my Cricut 15-inch loom. And this is another skein of red heart. And I haven't woven in, well, I haven't washed them. I wash the scarves, then I snip off the edges. So here we go. This, I love how this came out. This is just, this is called Heartfelt in the red heart. And It stripes so pretty. It stripes so beautifully, I should say. I should be embarrassed. I said once already, and apparently English flies out the window. But anyway, I'm really happy with how that came out. These 2 scarves are going to be donated to Emily's Hats for Hope, a organization that is actually in my hometown, Morristown. And yeah, so that is happening. I donate most of my hats and scarves that I make to Emily's Hats for Hope. So that is where that is going. And I don't know if I showed all of these to you, but these are all cat blankets. I tried to make them about the same size, but I failed horribly. But, good news, I seem to be getting better at making crocheted objects square. This one's really hideous. It's 3 entirely different sets of yarn. And that one is my last finished one. I got so pissed at the yarn. When you get to the end of a regular old skein of Red Heart or something that's already bald, things get a little wacky, and it was pissing me off so bad last night. I was at knitting night trying to crochet this damn blanket over here, and somehow I ended up working with 2 ends from one ball and just made a tangled mess out of everything. So it got down to me cussing and throwing the yarn, and I threw it onto a light fixture. Eventually one of my friends said, "Jeannie, you can't leave that up there." And I said, "I know." So she started to take it down, and I took it down because I didn't want to set the place on fire with possibly the heat of the bulbs. So yeah, I took it down. Now this is the one I posted on Facebook about this one. It's pretty bad. It's very wonky. I don't know why crocheting flat does this to me, but look at that. It's terrible. I tried to correct it, and then I just ended up crocheting around it to try and make it look better, but really the cat who gets this gift isn't going to really care. And then there's this one that I finished yesterday. Half plain old Super Saver or whatever. And then I had to join the new funny, funky, furry Muppet pelt looking stuff. So yeah, that started. That was interesting. I did that on Monday through maybe Tuesday. This is an older one. I might have shown this to you, but this kind of shows I can do a square. Oh, okay, maybe a trapezoid. Do you see a trapezoid? But anyway, it's hard for me to get a square. I think I've learned how with all these, but I'm still not entirely certain I know how to crochet a square, a nice even square, yet. I was begging for help on Facebook and Instagram and got some good tips. I tried to be more thoughtful as I was hooking away. Not sure that happened. So, and once I'm done weaving in the ends here, I will be officially done with Stash Dash, and that kind of makes me happy because, oh man, I mean, I love it, and I don't have a deeply competitive side, but sometimes you just gotta try things, and I have a ton of stash that could really use some destashing or use. So if I still can't find a use for the yarn, I might just donate it to the church that I belong to. So anyway, I think that end is done, but I don't have my scissors with me. That's clever. Anyway, plans for after Stash Dash. Well, I do plan to get back to knitting more socks again. I did start some rainbow yarn socks and a shawl and a sweater, so I will be doing those slowly. I will still, of course, churn out stuff for charity, like hats, of course, and scarves, and cat mats, and prayer shawls. I'm still gonna do all that. I just upped the ante on those because, yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, this is me tying a knot like you shouldn't, supposedly. Oh, shit. I forgot about how Nora will just rip. And I think Nora made this one. Jeez, look at that. Gorgeous yarn, but it's full of fails? Yeah, I feel mean for saying that. I'm sorry. Sorry, Nora. And of course, the beginning. Then I'll just snip these edges, take a photo, and done with Stash Dash. 3.5 months of Stash Dashing. And I ended up only buying, well, on my free week, and I spent a bunch on yarn, and then 2 skeins at the retreat, and 1 more skein that came in, that gorgeous skein from Desert Vista Dye Works. When I received that gorgeous yarn that is still sitting on my desk. Hi, Cleo. You want to be in the podcast? Now that I've struck fear in her heart. Yeah, I mean, I did buy some yarn outside of my free weekend, which I could have used to increase my total, but I think I'm still placing, which for little me to place in a knitting competition, even with the extra for charity and stuff and junk, I feel great. And my arm is getting back. It's every once in a while I still get a tinge of pain and all that. Now she's just gonna lie down in the hall and watch me talk to you. I'm doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm not really following a pattern as I weave in this last little end. And yes, there is a let me just get into the end of the so sorry. I usually like to try and stay looking at people while I'm talking to them. So anyway, that's done, so yay. So anyway, I'm going to do a contest for this beautiful yarn donated to the podcast. Oh, that's not it. I'm sorry, this is my yarn. You can't have this yarn. Yeah, I'm so disorganized. Here it is. Anyway, yes, there will be a contest. My dad actually ended up helping me pick out what yarn to use for the Lacy Bactus I'm doing for our Bactus knit along. Thank you to the people that decided to join me, but there will be a drawing. It might not even be about anything, but there will be a drawing for this gorgeous yarn given to me for giving to you by Jennifer Watkins. She is also Daisy, Daizie, on Ravelry. She runs Daisy Knits, hand-dyed yarn and fibers. And this is just a gorgeous little piece that I picked out for you. I know it's sort of not showing off well, but it does have sparkle. Of course I chose something with sparkle for you. Would I let you down? But anyway, this week there shall begin a simple drawing. And I'll just pick a number and we'll just do that. Me for the back to salon that I'm running, and that some of my knitting friends are doing with me, and yada yada. I had some help picking this out. Dad said that this would be a good yarn for that, and this is the Care by Madeline Tosh, and money went to Doctors Without Borders. And you want to say hello? No, you want to sit in a box, of course. Come here. Sorry. Come here. Cleo. Come here. She's not going to come see me. I had a chance, but my hands were full and my iPad was in my lap, so sorry. No Cleo this week. But anyway, it's a gorgeous colorway. And it's in Twist Light. Hopefully 420 yards will do it. And it's machine washable and lie flat to dry. And it's this gorgeous color. So Dad helped me pick it out, and I'm gonna skein it up tomorrow and we'll start our knit along or crochet along. There's even loom knit patterns for a back to type scarf, so please feel free to join us. And I know Bridget is. She already wound her yarn. She's the overachiever. And events. I wanted to remind you of events that are going on. I will be participating in the Wool Walk of Northern New Jersey, and I'm only going to be going on Saturday because Sunday I will be wiped out. Oh, she's in the window. Want me to show you? There she is! Cleo! Sorry. Now I'm gonna have to fix it. Okay. So sorry if that makes you nauseous. I don't mean that, but I figured you'd like to see the cat cameo. And she's being stubborn. She's been okay with not really missing Frisky. I mean, she's social, she's active. She has Dad to drive her nuts during the day. In a few months, if I have the opportunity to adopt a stray cat for free or something for a low donation, I will take on a new pet, and it will be a cat. Dogs are wonderful animals. I love some of them, but I just don't have the time to properly take care of them. So that's what's going on with that. Yes, there will be another kitty and you will meet him or her too. It'll probably be a him. I love the boy cats. They're so sweet. But anyway, yes, the Back to Salon starts tomorrow. So feel free to cast on or chain on with me. Cleo! Cleo! Oh, jeez, she's just gonna sit there. Yeah, you're not gonna do that for me, are you? Nope, not joining the podcast today. Anyway, yeah, it's clear I'm tired. Sorry, kids. Oh, boy. Oh, yes, New Jersey Wool Walk. I'll be around on Saturday, visiting some of the stores with some of my Stitch and Bitch friends. And then, exciting, it's going to be the next annual Connecticut Sheep and Wool. I'm honestly excited. I'm going to stay over at Bridget's. We're going to do a podcast together. And... Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's good. That's animal abuse there. Here. She is such a wonderful cat. But here I am, capturing her as badly as I can. I think I kind of tapped her on the head a bit. It has not been a good week. Anyway, can you tell it's Pajama Wednesday? I hope you're wearing your PJs. Anyway, yes, we're both going to be at the Connecticut Sheep and Wool, so look us up and hang out with us. We love company. I love meeting people. If I don't recognize you or anything, don't be offended, please. I don't do faces and names really well. So unless I know you rather well, I won't recognize you, and for that I'm going to apologize in advance. But please feel free to walk up to me and shake my hand, or hug. I could use hugs. Anyway, that's about it. You know, I've got some future plans. Still gonna spin that really neat fiber up and all that, and no magazine review, sorry. I'm still watching iZombie, and that's pretty awesome. I really like it. I like detective shows in general, and I like zombie shows too, so perfect for me. And that's it. I'm sorry. I'm fading fast here, and I just wanted to fulfill my promise of podcasting to you today. So, please feel free to join the group on Ravelry and join us for the Back to Salon, which starts tomorrow and ends the middle of May, I think. That should be enough. No. End of May. Let's do it until the end of May. There we go. Seat of my pants, I tell you. And I will hopefully have some interesting loot to show you in the next podcast. And that's it for now, folks. Thank you so much for watching, and so much for your sympathy and hugs, and thank you. I need them. It's been a bad week. I'll always love my frisky boy. And on that note, let me leave you with my favorite parting thought. When you're making a craft, doing a craft, from the simplest toilet paper owl to the most complicated Fair Isle sweater, you are making the world a more beautiful place. And for that, I thank you. I will see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.